Heidi and I are going to work through another little section of roll yourself up in a blanket. So there's several behaviours that are part of that trick. So you've got roll over, you've got flat on your side, taking something in their mouth, and also teaching the dog that they can do other behaviours whilst they've got something in their mouth. So here's a piece of fleece, just an ordinary little tuggy toy. So I'm just going to show you how we can introduce some different positions for the dog whilst they're carrying something. So Heidi, come here sweetie, good girlie, you ready? Take it. Yes, good girl. Okay, so on the cue of take it, the dog should happily carry whatever it is you're offering them, which is important. Take it. Yes, good. So I'm going to see if I can get a watch me, which is her focus on me. Ready? Take it. Watch. Yes, good. And now I'm going to see if I can get a little spin. So stand, sweetie. Good girl. Take it. Nice. Good girlie. Well done. So I said nice then, which is a bit like a click word. She knows money's in the bank, so it means she can actually spit something out. Okay, so I'm going to do an SIT. Come here, sweetheart. Take it. Sit. Yes. Good girl. That can sometimes be a bit difficult for the dogs to learn, and also lying down with something in their mouth is also quite difficult. So we can break this down. Okay, come here, sweetheart. So if she's got something in her mouth, she might find down quite difficult. You ready? Take it. Down. Yes. So you've got to get your wet yes word in really quickly if you want to teach that one, because you don't want them spitting it out before they have done the position that you asked. So we'll try that one more time. Ready? Take it. Down. Yes. Good girl. Because I don't think she'll keep it in her mouth for very long in the down. Because usually when the dog lies down, it means they're going to start chewing and playing around with their feet. So what we can then do, once we've got that, what we can then do, after you've warmed up your rollovers, she's quite good at that, so I'm not going to worry too much, we want to see if they can roll over whilst holding something in their mouth. So we're going to try and make it error-free, so just gauge what they're doing and try and get your yes word in before they spit it out. Okay, you ready, Heidi? Take it, roll over. Yes, oh well done. I wasn't sure that you would go the whole way then. Good girlie. Well done. So, come here. Lie down. Good. Take it. Roll over. Yes. Good girl. Okay, so she can do roll over with something in her mouth from the down position. Can she do roll over from the standing up position? And that's the important bit of this trick. So, we're being stalked by another collie under here, so if it goes wrong, it's because Biggles has decided to join in. Good girl. Stand. Good girl. Take it, roll over. Yes, good girl. So some dogs might have found that easier to do at first from the sit, but I know that she can do that from the stand just through practicing previously. So you might want to do that from the sit first into the rollover, and then from the stand into the rollover. This floor's pretty soft, so don't do it on a hard surface because you might put them off doing it, and it certainly won't do them any good. Very nice. So that's your next stage. So once you've got that in your toolkit and your dog can do a rollover whilst carrying something, we want to introduce our blanket. So what we can do, come here sweetheart, sit, good. Break that down into little bits as well. So what we want to do is decide which direction they're going to lie in. So Heidi likes to roll to her right. So what we want to do is give them a little piece of blanket up this end and ask them to take it and practice that a little bit as well. Okay, so these are all trained separately. You ready, Heidi? Sis, take it. Yes, good girl. Okay, so she wants to chain all of the trick together just because she knows how to do it. So, well done, sweetheart. That's the complete trick, by the way, when the dog actually rolls up in a blanket. Very nice. So, wait there, sweetheart. Get you some more cheese. Good girl. So we can see once we have rewarded the last behaviour the most, i.e. the flat on the side when they're snuggled up like this, that's what they're going to race through the chain of behaviours in order to get the reinforcer. So while she's resting here, I'll just explain to you the different stages. So you've got the first step is your dog runs to the blanket and takes the corner of the rug. Then you've got your second bit, which is your dog then does a roll over, and then you've got your lying down flat on side. So you've got those three main things, but in between that you've got your little bit of, can the dog do a roll over from standing up? Can the dog do behaviours whilst holding something in their mouth? Those are separate things. So you want to practice the flat on your side separately, you want to practice your roll over separately, you want to practice your take it separately, and you're doing the different behaviours separately. Then you've got your four main things in a row. Take it, which is the corner of the thingy, sheet, roll over, and then flatten the side, and then they've got to stay there. So you've got those things to sort of chain together. So if you do them backwards, as in your dog rolls over and then on their side, you can then add on the coming over to take the blanket and then roll over on their side. So if you do the last bit first, this is what they'll race through, doing all the other things in order to get that final reinforcer. Okay, good girl. Okay, good girlie. So when you first put it all together, you might as well lie down. Good. You might as well just get your dog to take that, roll over. Good girl. So she didn't do it that time because this is a bit random for her, going back on stuff that she already knows. Good girlie. So do one last one. Come here, sweetheart. Good girl. Good girl. Down. So before you chain it all together, can your dog just take that when they're already in a down? Take it. Roll over. Yes, good girl. Well done. You are a clever girl. Well done. And I have to give her a ball because I've run out of cheese. So good girl. Well done. Good girl. Catch. Yes, clever girl. Okay. So it's about being very careful about those little links. If we're going to call it a chain, it's a behaviour chain. So think of all the different links in that chain, and then break it down even further into sort of little bits that perhaps go unnoticed sometimes. And your final behaviour is literally as strong as your weakest link. So if you've got one weak link there, then all of the whole picture will fall apart. So train it all separately. I hope I've explained it clearly. If I haven't, then please ask some questions. But it is quite an easy trick to teach, but don't race to get the end result. Try and get the cream of all behaviours in between, and you will go great guns. It will look good, I'm sure. Anyway, see you soon. Good girl.